From Plymouth State University, PM Weather with student meteorologist Ryan Nicholson.
Good evening, Plymouth. I'm PSU student meteorologist Ryan Nicholson. Thanks for joining me for another edition of PM Weather. As we look at the Plymouth Almanac for November 13th, we made it to a high of 51 degrees today, a little bit warmer than the normal high of 47, but this morning we were up to a low of 23, a few degrees cooler than the typical low of 26 degrees. Sunset tonight will be at 4:23 p.m. and the moon is 14% illuminated and waning, and sunrise tomorrow morning will be at 6:40 a.m. Current conditions at Plymouth as of 4 p.m., a temperature of 49 and a dew point of 9 only gives us a relative humidity of a dry 20%, and wind is east-northeast at 5 miles an hour with a sea level pressure of 30.22 inches and steady. Considerable cloudiness has overtaken most of northern New England, and the clouds have been around all day in southern New England, as we do have the remnants of Tropical Storm Ida off the Carolina coast, which is feeding in lots of clouds here to the region. Temperatures in southern New England mostly in the low 50s, with a bit cooler readings up here in northern New England in the 40s. U.S. surface temperatures, you can see those 40s and 50s here in New England, and then those 50s all the way down into the Carolinas. A little bit warmer in the Ohio River and Mississippi River valleys in the 60s, with some 70s there in the Gulf states, and then cooler temperatures as you move into the northwest and the Rocky Mountains, with 40s and 30s for that part of the country. Looking at the U.S. surface analysis, here's that low pressure system that used to be Ida, and it is associated with a large shield of precipitation, some of which is moving into the Long Island and southern New England coast. And then moving west a bit, we do have another low pressure system in the plains associated with a cold front, which is triggering off some showers for that area. As we look forward in time, rain will eventually overspread all of New England by tomorrow. And then this system to the west will start to make its way into the Great Lakes region with just a few showers associated with it. As you see on the satellite, here's where Ida is, or the remnants of it, and you can see lots of cloud cover making its way into southern New England and starting to make its way into northern New England, and you're starting to see some heavy precipitation making its way into the southern New England coast. Looking toward the west, where that low pressure system is in cold front, you can see a band of cloud cover and some few spotty showers out here in parts of the Midwest. Tonight's low temperatures, 30s and 20s for northern New England, a little bit warmer in southern New England in the 40s, and those 40s extend all the way down right into the Gulf Coast. A bit cooler temperatures in the 30s in parts of the Appalachian Mountains, and then milder temperatures here in the southern plains with 50s in Texas and some 40s up here in Missouri and Iowa, with very cold temperatures in the northern Rockies in the teens, and even some single-digit readings in the higher elevations. Tomorrow's high temperatures, 40s for us in the Plymouth region, but as you move southward and westward, the eastern third of the country is pretty mild, with 60s and 70s widespread for this area. A bit milder up here in the northern plains in the 40s, and then cooler temperatures in the Rockies with highs only in the 30s. Tomorrow night's low temperatures, 40s up and down the east coast once again, with those cooler readings in the Appalachian Mountains, mild once again in the southern plains, and then very cold temperatures in the Rockies, teens and single digits. As you look at the precipitation for tonight, we will see rain making its way into most of southern New England, and there could be a spotty shower here in the Plymouth area, but our main batch of precipitation will be coming probably tomorrow, and then a few scattered areas of precipitation, mostly rain showers in the west. And then tomorrow you can see that heavy rain overspreading pretty much all of New England, and then it finally tries to make its way out tomorrow night, but I don't think we're going to see any dry weather until Sunday. So as you look at your PSU forecast tonight, mostly cloudy with a low of 36, winds light and variable. And it is Friday the 13th, so you can see Jason here getting his colorful umbrella ready for tomorrow's rain. And as we look at tomorrow's forecast, showers for most of the day, and then becoming a steady rain later on in the afternoon, a high of 54 with northeast winds around 10 miles an hour. and then showers lingering tomorrow night with a low of 43 and north wind about 5 miles an hour. As you look at your PSU extended forecast, Sunday warming up a bit with a few clouds around still, a high of 60, a low of 41, and then mostly sunny on Monday with a high of 50 and a low of 26, and then partly cloudy Tuesday, a high of 43 and a low of 30. Thanks for joining me. Once again, I'm PSU student meteorologist Ryan Nicholson, and you can catch me or any of my colleagues at 7, 10, or 11 on weekdays. Have a great night.